Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. Thought we'd start today on the page of my man Wojciech Fijarczyk because he's just signed a new contract. His agent was complaining, so he is now on £775 a week, but I think he's deserved it, in all honesty. He's now rated 4 stars in this team. At one point, that actually said 4.5. He was the best. He's actually now considered the best player on the squad at the age of 18. What a rise he's had over this season. Like last year, I figured he might have something for us, and those few bit part substitute appearances towards the end, it was really, really poor. And this season, he has been absolutely terrific. 14 league goals and 5 assists. What an absolute legend this guy's already been for us. And he's still only 18. Playing for the Poland under-19s, scoring goals. He is just really, really good. And it's great that he came through the youth academy. Now, I know he doesn't have a face yet. For the start of next season, because that way we'll have enough that I can make it worthwhile actually going through and picking them. I'm going to pick some regen faces for them. Do not worry. So I'll get that sorted. And he is definitely getting one. Him and my man Przemysław are definitely getting. Don't know if you already showed this, but are you training another side tactic besides the 4-2-4 that you currently play with? No. Because there's no point. Like, I don't think we need another tactic right now. When we lose games, it's not usually because of a tactic. Occasionally, it'll be because of some really obscure tactic, but we come up against them so rarely, it's just pointless to me. I'd much rather have a culture, like an identity that runs throughout the club, and be stubbornly sticking to that and play good football. That's what we're going to be doing. So this is the only tactic we'll be using. I have no intentions of trying to create any more. I think it works well enough considering how much we've been punching above our weight, really. I think our squad probably, we were predicted to come bottom of this league this year, and yet here we are challenging for European spots. So I'm pretty pleased with it. Is it just me or does Matt sound like he's crying and has a blocked nose? Well, one of those things is at least true. I always have a blocked nose. My nose is permanently blocked, unfortunately. So that's why sometimes I do indeed sound like I'm about to burst into tears. Who do you think is the most underrated player in your team? I think, in all honesty, it's whoever plays our DM spot. I think Arkadiusz Gorka, although I have given him a lot of praise this year, the ratings don't reflect how well he actually does in this squad. I'm very curious to see how he's performed overall when looking at the analysis at the end of the season, but I think he goes under the radar. Konofal is another player that's come in and, Birjalo went out injured and Konofal's come in and he's kept his place in the team because he's been so good. So I think he's pretty solid. And Zaborowski's really come into his own this year as well, which is really nice. I would not be surprised if he managed to qualify for the Europa League. I'd be surprised just because of how tight it's getting, but I think it would be a cracking achievement and something I'd really like to do. And if we don't, I certainly won't be too disheartened by it because I feel like we'll be able to strengthen again in the summer. And the great thing about having a young squad is all these players are just going to keep on improving without even having to sign anyone. But we definitely need to, because one problem that we're coming into is rotation due to games coming thick and fast. It's costing us dearly the fitness levels because we don't have enough players to rotate with internationals and all of that stuff. So we've had a massive bunch of games off camera. We've also had a youth intake, which actually I might as well just show you the one player that was worth talking about from the youth intake. I'll show you him now. Here he is, Mariusz Szapwinski. He is a deep-lying playmaker. So another one to potentially battle with Janowski there. Not too bad. 6'4". Interesting. A tall boy. 8 passing, 8 vision. Long way to improve. He's still only 15, of course. So, he's one for the future, that is for sure. 1.5 stars, not too bad. So I've signed him up on a 4-year contract. But he was the main man, really. No one else. There was another guy called Tomczyk, who's a no-nonsense left back. He's got good potential, but he doesn't have... he's just not the kind of player. He's got, crappy crossing and dribbling stats, which is kind of pointless for us. So, off-camera games, and there's been a few, believe me. So we started off away at Wisła Krakow, and it's just the thing is I would say about this one is we played a lot better in this game. Chance creation was superb. We should have won this match, but when things aren't going right because we got a penalty and we missed it, and that seems to be the way of telling how well your form's going. And then immediately after that, they scored from an indirect free kick. Because that's just what happens. Thankfully, Janusz Zaborowski did level for us in the 61st minute, but it wasn't enough, and we fell to a 1-1 draw here from their only shot on target in a game in which we were vastly better. But that's just how it is at the moment for us, unfortunately. Very frustrating. But then finally, we actually managed to put a result together. A 4-1 thrashing of Płot, which is a really decent performance from us. And as you can see on the night, we thoroughly deserved it. This was more like it. We were actually taking the chances, though. Although, really, we probably could have had more. Anyway, we took the lead through Slavomir Chmiel. The ball was played to him by Zaborowski, and he was able to drill one home to make it 1-0. We then added a second one on the 18th minute to really put things into perspective. I think it was Jamrog's cross deflected into the path of Fijarczyk, and he was able to smash it home for 2-0. Things were looking good. But then I started to get a bit concerned, as in the 55th minute, they got a long-range screamer, and I thought, oh God, here we go again. Thankfully, though, just 2 minutes later, Fijarczyk was put through. His first shot was saved. His second shot was saved. And on the third attempt, he was able to smash it in for 3-1. And I figured at that point, we'd probably put the game to bed. And then in the 83rd minute, brilliant breakaway, Jamrog down the left-hand side. dinks it across, and there is Jan Pels, I think on the half volley, to shatter one into the back of the net for 4-1. Really good performance from Jamrog, who was knackered by the time he came off. Fijarczyk with another 2 goals. man of the match, of course, for him, and that takes him, I think, to 14 in the league now. He's having a great season, and everyone was just fantastic in this match, much more like it. And then in the next match, we really should have carried on. It was a really good performance again, chances created, opportunities, really good football, but just took the lead through Janusz Zaborowski. Bochnak got the ball on the left, whipped one across, and there was Zaborowski to score another one. Man of the match for him today. He was sensational. He's really been good. He's been doing some good stuff for us, which is nice. Most of the squad is fully back now, but you can see that it's just fatigue, and there was international fixtures, which meant that Fijarczyk missed some games coming up soon. It's not ideal. But then, unfortunately, Yamrog had a really poor moment. As the ball was lumped over the top, Yamrog just lets it just fly over his head, and then it's able to be pulled back, and then 1-1, Corona get back in the match, and unfortunately, it was a 1-1 draw. We're just not able to string wins together at the moment. That seems to be our problem. And then we were able to turn into another win, which was very, very nice in the next match. We just can't seem to string them together at the moment. We keep having a good performance, and then another good performance that doesn't quite get the result we want. But at least we got the result we want in this one. Yamrog got the ball on the right-hand side, whipped, or not even whipped, sort of dinked one of the back posts, and there was Smeal to stick in another one. He's actually got 8 goals this season now. He's starting to pick up, which is really, really nice to see. And then we added what I thought was just going to kill the game off at this point. Ball was whipped across. There was Kastelik's header. Konofal gets in there. Man of the match for him again. And yeah, I think that's his 3rd goal of the season for us now. And he is definitely nailing down that centre-back slot for us now. He's been fantastic this year. Really, really good. But then, unfortunately, still no clean sheet for us. And that's what I really, really wanted. I was like, come on, just get the clean sheet. Nope. Ball lumped down the field. For some reason, the defenders don't just head this away. And then he plays him quite wide. And I thought, oh, this is still fine. But Jose Conte, with the strike, goalkeeper should do a lot better at his near post there. And somehow still managed to concede a goal in this one. Frustrating as all hell. And a 2-1 loss. 2-1 win. Next up, we travelled away to Swansk, and this was a weird one. They played a system that we'd not come up against this year, and it just, yeah, we didn't have any... Normally, if a team plays a system I'm not used to, usually I can figure out kind of what to do, but with this one, we just kind of had no ideas, and it was a really tough start for us as well. Milasius gave them an early goal, ball was played out wide, and there was nobody there. Thunderous strike, goalkeeper couldn't keep it out. Then 20 minutes later, we lost the ball, were sent through, we made a wonderful tackle, but the ball fell to him again, and he was able to make it 2-0, and I thought, God. Then in the second half, we did finally get a goal back through Gembitsky, scoring his first goal for us. So that was nice to see him at least get his first goal for the club to make it 2-1. I thought, right, maybe there's an outside chance here. Maybe we can actually nick something. And then, 6 minutes later, Konofal played the ball back to Neugebauer, and then he did this. I don't know what this is about. In fact, screw it, run the bloody segment. It deserves it. That was shocking. That literally has cost us a point here.
What the f*** was that?
As was then proven in the 90th minute when Octavian was put through and made it 3-2. If our goalkeeper doesn't muck that up, not only do we get a point, but we also stop Swansk from getting 3 points against us, and that could cost us later down the line. Really, really poor. But then we actually got an insanely good point at home to Lechia, and it possibly could have even been more. Just one of those games. Brilliant. Like, we defended really, really well in the first half. They still had chances, but we were great. Neugebauer made some top saves, and we were, like, riding our luck a little bit. But then in the second half, 8 minutes in, ball out on the right-hand side, Sadzavitsky put that ball across, and there was Slavomir Chmiel to give us the lead against top of the table. Second in the league. And I thought, this is a huge chance for us here. But unfortunately, 11 minutes later, Zaborowski took a terrible first touch. The ball was lumped first time over the top. I still think the keeper, if he comes for this, comfortably gets it, but he doesn't, and Awonyi is able to smash it home and get make it 1-1. Thankfully, though, we were able to hold on for the rest of the match and still had some opportunities. We nearly nicked it at the end, but it wasn't to be. A 1-1 draw against them, though, is a really good point in my book. So it's a bit of both this month. And all of that has left us 5th in the league right now, but it's still very, very tight. We're not going to fall down any lower than 6th at the moment, I don't think, unless there's some poor form in the older championship group. But it really is a battle between us, Rakov, and Swansk. Swansk had nearly dropped away, but they've come back, and that win over us is massive for them. But I do have a horrible feeling that we might end up finishing 6th and missing out on the European football, because it is going to be 5th place to get you into Europe this year, because teams, the cup final is between Lechia and Lech Poznan, so that means that it will go to the league. So if we can sneak that 5th place, that would be something absolutely tremendous for us. And I'm thinking next episode it might be a 5-game off camera, 2-game live com to see everything kind of culminate, the championship group, so to speak. Anyway, let's get into today's game. Also, I sold Krzysztof Naberski to Sandica for £20,000 because he wasn't going to play, gets the wages off the bill. This is going to be difficult. Away from home, they're 11th in the league, but they have got a lot. We've got a full strength team. This should be good. They're looking a little bit worse for wear, though. Now, can we actually play the full strength? Rested Yamrog for the last game. Kokoschka was suspended, and Konofal was unfit. Janowski also came in. Remember, we did all that with quite a rotated team in the last match as well, which gives you an idea. So that is actually looking much stronger. So there you go. Chmiel, Bochnak, Fijarczyk, Zaborowski, Zavzhikraj, Gorka, Yamrog, Kastelik, Konofal, Kokoschka, and Neugebauer. The full strength team is out in force today, and they're fully fit, which I think is really going to help us. So let's just quickly sort the bench. So we're going to go with Peltz, Kochinievsky, Zuba, Gora, Bierzalo, Malek, and Alexander Yanovsky on the bench. I think with this full-strength team, considering what we did against Lechia, there might be a chance for us here. Although that is a strange-looking system, and it's going to give us a lot of space in certain areas. They're very, very attacking. So I was just looking in the opposition instructions, and a lot of their players don't even have squad numbers, which makes me think that they've got so many injuries and stuff and suspensions that they're having to play loads and loads of team players that aren't, like, first-team players. This could be very useful for us. If they genuinely are playing a heavily weakened side, then this could be a top opportunity for us to just take an easy victory. But easy is only easy if we get an early goal, I think. That's the key for us. We've got a full-strength team. Swansk losing. Very, very nice start for us today, because all the teams are playing at the same time tonight. But the earlier we get the goal that we need, then the more we can relax a little bit, I feel like. Fijarczyk might go all the way through. He has! Good save from Kudia. Right, good start. A very, very nice start to the match. Fijarczyk. And it's in the back of the net, and that's what we really needed. 17 minutes in. We've dominated this match so far, and we have the lead already, with Swansk losing their game too, which is very nice. They're 2-0. What about that from Fijarczyk? 16th goal of the season. That is a wonderful free kick. Definitely his best, and now we have the lead too. I feel like this is if we really wanted to today, and we actually get things right, we could run up a cricket score against them. Yamrogs all the way through! Saved! Wow. Ball in. Saved. Oh, and oh my god, that had to be a goal. That had to be a goal. I'm not going to push it to attacking or anything like that, though. I still feel like we're confident to do it. And Hmil puts his shot wide. Oh my god. Do not let them score. Block that ball. No! Oh my god! Are you serious? This is what I mean. Like, come on. This is ridiculous. I can't believe that they've... Oh, if we don't win against this lot, then... Oh. Like, just block the cross. It comes all the way through. He can't win his header. Yamrog's not marking his winger for some reason, and it's 1-1 on the stroke of half-time. Oh! And just to make things matters worse for us, Rakov are winning away at Legia. I don't know how we're not winning this match. Like, we need to do better than that. That is awful. I'm going to just open us up a little bit, turn off the focuses, and be more expressive. We've got so much of the ball, and we're having so many shots and chances. If we just take a little bit more time over it, I think we'll find the winner. I just can't believe we conceded a goal. 2 half-time changes for them already. That's a bit of a risk. And their players they've just brought on look in even worse shape than some of the ones they've got on the pitch. That's 3 subs after 55 minutes. I'm wondering if they might get another... We might be playing against 10 men at some point here. Fijarczyk to put one in. Get that header on it, guys. Yes! Bochnak with the goal. There we go. Konefal knocks it down. Bochnak gets the goal. We're back in front again. 2-1 up. Thank goodness for that. Do not mess this up again now, lads. Lovely ball in from Fijarczyk. Lovely ball back across from Konefal. And a simple finish for Bochnak. He's definitely improved this season. After a poor start. Right, just turning it off of attacking, though. We don't need to overdo it. Maybe grab a third goal and just kill this off completely. Oh, lovely stuff. And it's in the back of the net. That's a really nice goal. And Bochnak will get the assist. It's 3-1 to us now. Looks like we are finally going to get it over the line in today's game. It's just... Oh, God, it took us a little while there. My goodness. Bochnak with the throw. This is a lovely first touch from Hmil, just to knock it past the defender. Gets knocked, but it's in the back of the net anyway. He's into double figures for the season. That is really impressive. Don't let him get the long range, or do let him get the long range strike. To be honest, oh, Neugebauer keeps it out. They're having a little go here. Can't fault their effort. Konefal, or roll it across. No, it goes for Bochnak, and Rakov are 3-0 up in their match. Bochnak goes back for Konefal. Not really the position he'd want to be in. Yanovsky, Konefal. Everybody just needs to reshuffle, get back into shape, and Fijarczyk's through, and it's 4-1. Bochnak's been sensational today. Fijarczyk now has his second of the night as well. His 17th of the season. I think he can get to 20. This was going nowhere, really. And all of a sudden, Bochnak just picks out an absolute wonderful ball. Look at this. Fijarczyk makes the run, played through, first time strike, bam! It's 4-1, and Fijarczyk has got 2 more in a match. He loves to score in clumps. Gorka. Konefal! It's over the line. Oh, he's offside. If Kokoschka doesn't get in the way there, that's a legitimate goal. There we go. Well done, lads. There we go. 4-1 win away from home. Still no clean sheet, which is frustrating as all hell. But we've got the victory, and very, very comfortably in the end. Some more goals scored. Still the second highest goal scorers in the league. If we were just a bit better defensively, we could be right up there. And I think we do need to take a look at that. But tonight, we were flawless. And that is what I like to see. That's the key thing to note right now. A 5th place spot where we currently are would get us into the Europa League next season. And that, look at our goal difference. It's 22 better than Swansk. But we need to pick it up for these final few games. It's going to be tough because we're going to be playing all of these sides. But then I suppose so are all of our opponents. So this is going to be a real crapshoot to see who actually can pick this out here. I feel like Lech are pretty much shoo-ins for the title though. And the other positions are kind of already wrapped up. I think we can still catch up with Legia maybe, but we need some big results. It's going to be the final 2 games. We're going to do some off-camera games. Oh, we've got Lech here again there. Rakov in there too. Lech, Pogon, and then Swansk, and then we're going to come back and do the final 2 games of the season, Legia and Wisła, because that is going to come down to it basically. I sense that we're not going to wrap anything up in those 5 games. It's just going to be an absolute melee of games, losing, winning, all sorts. You can see there's no consistency to our play. There's too many draws. Whereas at one part of the season, it's so much nicer here. We've just not been able to string wins together. And I think it's going to be difficult to do this now. But even to be in this position is sensational. If we can sneak into 5th and get Europa League, that would be magnificent for us. Just for the extra chances to boost our reputation, to play in Europe next year would be one hell of a progression. And to try and, you know, really solidify that for next year is where I want to. Next year I really do want to qualify for Europe, even if we don't this year. This is going to be very, very interesting. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, and I hope you have, it's a 4-1 win, we can't really go wrong there. Then drop a like on the video, that would be enormously helpful. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button too, that would be brilliant as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode for the final day of the season games and everything just coming to a head. Can we get into Europe? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd be very interested to hear. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.